State.
You've waited all day for this.
He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Graham Ruckert for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, happy Friday to all you fine Buckeye fans. End of the week here, a week in which the Ohio State Buckeyes won the national championship on the football field. It's hard to believe that was late night on Monday, but we have been having some fun Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and now today, just sort of basking in all of it. I'm Timmy Hall, got our man, the boatman, back there running things, and sitting here tonight. We've kind of been doing a couple different things here this afternoon. You doing the last hour on Man and Bone. I did 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Got a little hour break there. Good to be back with Tyvis Powell.
First of all, something just got brought to my attention. Bodie, it's over. Let it go.
What's that?
That shirt, let it go.
Sure.
Put it away.
Horseman?
Get you some,
Come on.
some scarlet and gray and just put a smile on your face.
Jeff Samardzija could have dressed in this locker.
Tyvis, I want to tell you something that I've kept to myself all these years.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Where are we going at the start of the show? Just go ahead. Just let him finish.
I was in the war, medical corps. One night they brought in a badly wounded pilot, Tyvis. That pilot's name was George Zip.
What is he doing?
Anyway, we are about 219 days away, I think it is, from heading down to Coral Gables, back to our last win against Penn State, back to the Orange Bowl to face the U. Week 1.
Week 1 is over. Y'all go.
You got a game against
Catholics
Miami?
against the convicts.
Carson
There we
back,
go.
huh?
The convicts and Catholics is happening starting next year.
Yep. Well,
Buckeyes in Texas, and then you got a good one, too.
What's his name? C.J. Carr?
I think C.J. Carr's going to start.
He'll be
It'll
ready.
be a competition, but I hope he's ready.
Yeah, well.
I don't know how confident I am in that. I'd like to bring back Riley Leonard another year, to be honest with you.
Sure, get that guy running up and down the field like he did.
You're 5 feet nothing, 100 and nothing, and you got hardly a speck of athletic ability.
Hey, it was a great season. It was a great season, and the way that thing ended on Monday night, the Buckeyes had to overcome the adversity. I think what we saw against Tennessee, a lot of people were right back on the horse after Tennessee. I know me personally, I needed to see them do it again against Oregon. And once they had that kind of performance, then I was locked in.
Oh, yeah, you said
And I was a believer like Tyvis. I said double-digit point wins onto the national championship. And it wound up happening, but they did have to overcome a little bit of adversity in that Texas and even the Notre Dame game.
I didn't.
What?
Let me, because when you seen the ESPN thing come out, the bracket came out,
Yeah,
and
I
they
seen
had
it.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
I didn't understand why people was like, oh, they might not be Tennessee. I was like that. It was laughable to me.
You don't know why?
No, I
You know
didn't.
why?
Why? Because of the game before?
Of course. That's it. That's the only reason.
I told everybody I beat
How do you
it.
not see that, though?
Because
that's why.
Because in my mind, I don't think that the team is not the problem. They have a Wolverine problem. That's separate. They're separate. Anybody else, they fine. The Wolverines, something,
Well, that's a
wonky.
good call out of you. And look, they were at home, and there was a lot of. You're probably right. They are things that the fan base propped up, and it was sort of a mood and a tone, and that is fan base driven, social media driven. We're part of it with being live and local for 14 hours a day and the things that we're talking about here on The Fan. But look, whether they've got a solely Wolverine problem or not, and I would argue that it hadn't just been a Wolverine problem. There have been some big games where they have been good enough to win, but they have not been able to find a way to win.
But
you had another one of those this season, albeit it was a tough road game against one of the best teams in college football. You can point that out, and that's fine. But the Georgia game as well,
But
Clemson game earlier before that.
You got to at least admit, like, in all of those games, prior to them going on this historical run, it was a common denominator in that game. In every one of those, they dealt with some type of injury to a star player. Even in Oregon, they lost their left tackle, and it was like a
Simmons?
was a whole shuffle. You couldn't even run the ball. You was running the ball down their throat before that. He gets knocked out the game. Now you can't run the ball at all.
But also, what about again, I'm not.
Georgia, Marvin Harrison got knocked out the game. Kay Stover got knocked out the game.
Hey, the fun thing about this little argument we're getting into is that none of it matters in the end because they won the national championship, and every single thing was a part of the story that led to the national championship. But in the Oregon game, I would say, I mean, just look at what was happening to them defensively. Yeah, they might have lost. They might have lost an offensive tackle, but I don't have any belief that they were going to be able to stop Oregon if they were going to get another possession. They even let Dylan Gabriel dance right in for the one touchdown on the ground. They kind of punked him a little bit.
Whoa.
So they were.
Whoa, punked him.
You don't like that term?
Yeah, no.
It's not meant to. It's not meant to
come
spice.
off good.
It's not meant to spice you up or anything like that. It's not like I said the soft word.
I relapsed a little bit. I got to remember, I'm not in it anymore.
You don't like getting fooled by something defensively.
Yeah.
Is that the worst thing when you blow an assignment over something that you don't recognize offensively?
Oh my God.
How do you you gotta tell me what that's like mentally because of what that's doing to you live right now.
When you blow an assignment, the worst thing, when you blow an assignment, like the worst part about when you blow the assignment is that every time when you do it, they hit exactly where you're supposed to be. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Because it's wide open.
Usually,
of course they do.
No, because usually you can get covered up by somebody getting a sack. Maybe somebody bat the ball down or he didn't see it. No.
Right. It never happens.
When it was Tyvus, they hit that spot. Right, boom. And for a big play.
Right. Joey Bosa never got to the quarterback that time.
Nope.
Right. Yeah.
And then you get to the sideline and then you got to hear this stuff. Now I got to hear this on the sideline, man. And it's just.
What do you say? You take it?
Yeah. What am I going to say?
Yeah.
What am I say? Like, yep, I messed up, Coach. I messed up. I bit the cheese. That's what I would say.
And you already know?
Yep. I bit the cheese.
And how do you say I already know, though, when you just screwed up the play? Is that even the best thing to say?
I know.
It's probably best to just keep your mouth shut and either take the chewing or let them say everything that they want to say to you.
No,
then just nod.
You just take the chewing.
Yes, sir.
Because if
just say yes, sir. Got it.
If you say anything, it's going to turn into a whole ordeal on the side.
Oh, you know, do you?
So
it sure looked like you knew out there.
If you know, then why you doing it? Like that's
right.
It'll turn into that. So yep, I got you.
Oh, so many plays throughout this run that led to this one.
Sawyer is going to take it into the end zone.
Obviously, Jack doing what he did, right? Just leaving his stamp on the program and leaving his legacy. Everybody loves the guy now.
I couldn't be prouder. I just love stories of guys who go through difficult times, stay loyal, defend the people they love the most, and then come out the back end.
A lot of stories like that. Obviously, the one with Will Howard being a one-year transfer quarterback, but just really, he figured out a way, more than I could have ever imagined, to be a true Buckeye. Forget about what he did on the field, because obviously his legacy is cemented because you're part of a national. You had 42 touchdowns on a team that won the national championship. You were a big part of it, making big plays the entire journey. But just off the field, how much of a true Buckeye? I talk about Zach Wierenski now. Forget about his numbers. He's a true Blue Jacket. Mm-hmm. Like he is making his way up to like Rick Nash level for just how true of a Columbus Blue Jacket he is to me. Like what Will Howard was able to do in a Buckeye sense, incredible. 1 year.
No, I mean, he's got one of the best 1 year runs. I mean, obviously, it's not like he threw 50 touchdowns like Dwayne, but
he threw 35.
I'm about to say, to
4,000 yards.
To do all that, win a national championship, become a tremendous leader, like some of the speeches and some of the way he carried himself, the energy he provided, the spark that he put in his teammates. Like that guy, like I said earlier in the season, I'd say towards the end of the year, I watched him play like around the Purdue and the Northwestern game. I was like, you know what, that guy. And then the Indiana game for me kind of stamped it, where I was like, he got that championship DNA.
He's legit.
Yeah.
This guy can really do it. It was just a unbelievable run and an unbelievable week. Really was. Culminating with Ryan Day hopping on Rothman and Ice tonight this afternoon at about 2:30ish. If you listen back to their podcast, that's where it was in the show. We'll have some highlights from that coming up this hour. I thought that was really cool of him to do because I can appreciate the exhaustion. Like just thinking about how tired we are just doing the job. He's living it, traveling. Just, I'm sure like that phone probably had thousands of texts. All the calls that he's been getting, but you can't even reply to all of them. You literally can't even reply to all those. There's too many. He probably feels bad about it, but that's just the way it is. Then he hops on another show, like when he's done so much media. The fact that they made those guys do a press conference the morning after when they just did the same damn thing after the game. Like 6 hours earlier. Like, what are we doing? Let them go. They're done.
You got to think about the older crowd.
No, you don't.
Didn't see the rest of the game.
No, you don't. No one's seeing those press conferences in real time anyway.
Tyvis, I'm going to let you
Tuesday morning?
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. If those coaches talk to us, the media, whatever, like once a month, that would probably be more than enough. I promise you, take it from somebody who's cut up more coaches' press conference sound than they could ever care to do.
Oh, well, you know what? Don't hold your breath, Bodie. It's coming every week, 3 times a week for the rest of our lives. The thirst for
Maybe
football.
we could get it to like 6 times a week.
And why not just every day?
One coach out there that you need to hear that needs more than one, his name is James Franklin.
I want to thank you guys
for coming out to cover Penn State football.
Really appreciate that.
Thank you, James.
We're done
Number
being
13,
great.
Number 7.
Jersey numbers. We here at the Buckeye Show are brought to you by our friends at CareSource and also by Coors Light. We thank them for sponsoring this lovely show. We got a lot more detail on what was going on with that infamous golf cart crash after the title from the man who almost got his leg smashed. Mentioned Ryan Day being on with Rothman and Ice. You'll hear that next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We're known for 3 things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Giant Eagle is making it easy to surround yourself with the sound of freshness, the sound of sizzle, the sound of savings. With new low prices on hundreds of your favorite produce items, deals for days on over 1,000 items throughout the store, plus weekly sales and My Perks for even more savings at the pump. Surround yourself with savings every time you shop at your neighborhood Giant Eagle. Visit gianteagle.com for details.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
You hungry? You know you are. We got chicken fingers, crunchy, fries are golden crispy, baby. Yo, don't forget about the cane sauce, baby. Ooh, here's the spot. Hello.
Ohio State Championship quarterback Cardale Jones.
As a child, I had the same hopes and dreams as other children. I just didn't have the same resources to achieve them, but I found the help I needed to be my best. I was a CareSource kid. CareSource is so much more than Medicaid. They help families overcome a lot of their day-to-day struggles, and that made a lasting difference in the lives of kids like me.
CareSource, your Medicaid, your choice. Visit caresource.com/Medicaid.
Donato's is dancing into 2025 with a New Year's deal that's too good to miss. All January long, get 25% off everything you order online. That's 25% off Donato's famous thin crust pizzas, oven-baked subs, fresh salads, wings, desserts, all your Donato's favorites. So get 2025 started with 25% off your online order now and throughout January using promo code 2025. Order with the app or at donatos.com.
Common Man and T-Bone are known for many things. And while great radio ain't one of them, shoving food down their gullets is their specialty. Join Man and Bone for Fat Boy Food Tip.
Live at 3 or on the podcast.
Your home for fat. The Fan.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including all-wheel drive versions of the best-selling Corolla. Now through February 3rd, get low-rate financing on a Corolla or lease a gas-powered 25 Corolla LE for $229 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
They're trained,
They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Ohio State fan, are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get one juicy flame grill Whopper sandwich, one original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Giant Eagle is teaming up with Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola to give one lucky Buckeye fan a VIP basketball experience. Go to ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle to enter for a chance to win 4 tickets with parking to the March 4th home finale against Nebraska, a Buckeye prize pack, a $200 Giant Eagle gift card, and a trip to the head coach's radio show. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle for a chance to win. Brought to you by Giant Eagle, Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola. Go Bucks!
Fan weather
from the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens of your latest forecast. As we head through this evening, a few clouds hang around, but other than that, temperatures get cold, dropping down to 11. As we head into Saturday, we'll be above freezing, mid-30s with partly to mostly cloudy skies. We'll see temperatures in the 30s again, partly to mostly cloudy Sunday with sunshine and another warm-up as we head into next week. Look for temperatures that'll be in the 40s by the midweek. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
Where every segment is another Buckeye surprise. You've got the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis, all you fine Buckeye fans, happy Friday. I'll even congratulate all you guys on getting to see your team win a national championship this week. Special, special stuff. Before we jump back to it, I would like to tell you about my friends from guess where?
Tri-State.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Tri-State,
good people
baby.
over there.
T, throw up the T's for
people.
Tri-State Men's Health. Very good folks over there. Because, you know, it's the new year, and if you're like a lot of us, you're going to try to make some resolutions to improve your health. So if you're feeling sluggish or if you feel some low energy, sleep patterns might be a little bit off. If you've been working out and you're not seeing the gains you're used to seeing, Tyvis always sees big gains because he's a strong guy. He's a machine.
That's true.
He doesn't see it. He's like, something must be up. So you might be suffering from low testosterone. And I got to tell you, they've got testosterone treatment plans that will pack a punch. Ace shots like none other.
Yeah, got one today.
Don't even hurt, right? Don't even hurt. You start losing 2 to 3% of your testosterone production every single year. It doesn't just come back. It happens gradually. Then all of a sudden, you're not feeling like the same guy you used to be. And you can't have that decrease in libido. And these low testosterone treatment plans, they will help get you to recover in that capacity. The cost of that first appointment, $99. If you sign up for the treatment the day of the appointment, that visit is free. 2 lovely locations right here in town. Lots of mints, I keep telling you. Coffee. Get you some free coffee while you're there.
Gatorade, water.
All of it, right?
Yeah, all of it.
Refreshments.
Yep.
You want to have refreshments and a nice, comfortable lounge as well. So go to tristatemenshealth.com. Ryan Day was on the station today. Very, very cool of him to do that. The whole thing was really good. I mean, I'll play some more of not just this, but I was laughing. I was laughing in the Blue Jacket studio, the off-air studio over there, as I was just spying in live as he was on. And this was some more on the infamous golf cart crash that went viral. You know you've seen it. We have we learned who the woman is?
Oh, no,
has that identity been revealed on the internet or anything?
The video.
That I haven't seen. Have you seen
hilarious.
anything on that front, Bodie? I mean, I know she called in to Man and Bone this week and turned out to be a shape-shifting lizard person. That turned out to be calling straight from hell.
I'm going to guess she's been trying to lay low the last few days. To be honest with you.
Can you,
guessing she's not going out of her. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Think of all
it
the people that
hasn't
know
popped up.
her.
Yeah, the way like the social media world works, I'm surprised we haven't learned, like, this is exactly what her name is. Here's her address, blah, blah, blah.
I don't want her address. No one wants her address.
I'm just saying, like, that's how these things normally go. But I'm guessing she's not jumping out there on her social media to say, hey, that was me. By the way.
Yes! Yes! That's awesome. Right? It's more like the people that are closer saying, oh, Jenny, oh, no. Like, what were you what happened there? Didn't you see the wall there? There wasn't room to make that kind of maneuver. 3-point, back up and
it was bad.
Accelerate. So here's Day. This is what he had to say.
Yeah, it was a wild trip. I felt bad for the girl. I think she was just a little bit nervous, but she gassed it early and just about took out a couple people driving through the field. And then I felt like I was in an Austin Powers movie as we turned the corner there, and she kind of panicked again and gassed it and went right into the wall. And I just got right back into reality. I'm like, 20 minutes ago, we just won the national championship. Now in a golf cart accident. I could have done this back home with my buddies on a golf course.
Unbelievable. He's so loose, and I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to hear it. He's enjoying the conversation. He's actually enjoying telling that story, and that's what's cool about it. You saw his side eye when it happened, but it's water under the bridge now, right? Like, he's a human being. He feels bad for her, like a lot of us do. To say that she almost took a couple people out. Couldn't we get Marshawn Lynch to drive the golf cart?
He would have did
Ghost
a better
riding the whip.
He definitely did a better job than that. But no,
let's go.
It is nice to hear him in this space. After because for the past 4 years. Man, he's been like not really loose like that. Really
look
uptight.
At a picture of him when he took over.
Oh, I seen it.
Look, you seen it?
I seen it.
Yeah,
I seen exactly
I've seen
what
it too.
you're talking about.
And he looks like he's 27 years old.
Ow,
and he's smooth faced, Ryan, and now he's disheveled beard. You're not disheveled, Ryan, but you know what I mean. Like get the season gets long, the pockets start showing, right? You're just you gotta be. You get toughened, right?
You do.
Looks like an old man out at sea.
I think people understand how tough the head coach's job is, but they don't understand the magnitude of how tough it really, really is.
It got better. Anthony Rothman asked to follow. He's a great follow-up guy. He's the king of the follow-up. He's always inquiring about the follow-ups when he's listening to the press conferences, like I was listening into this interview, and I had no critique for it. I had no critique about, you should have asked this follow-up. No, here he goes.
She didn't say keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times before you took off, huh?
Can you imagine if my leg was outside of that car? That
I know.
would be a bad deal.
Oh. No, and we're happy that didn't happen. But yes, quite a jolt at that point when you're thinking about getting carted to a title celebration. This has been
the funny thing. Yeah. The funny thing though was Will's reaction and my reaction. Like, I'm looking like you can't be serious right now, and Will just can't stop laughing.
No, this is what's supposed to happen to the losing coach and team, not the winning coach.
Come on, guys.
It was hilarious. That was hilarious. That was great stuff. That was great radio earlier today, and that part where, could you imagine if my leg was outside the cart and it would have gotten smashed? That would have been quite a deal. But here was some serious stuff. Ryan Day talking about if he ever felt the pressure. This is a good question from Anthony at the end. If he ever felt the pressure of coaching for his job at any point in this run, like maybe going into that Tennessee game when it was at its worst.
There's not any more pressure than anybody could put on ourselves that we don't put on ourselves anyways, because our expectations are so high, and this is what we do. So we get it, and I get it, and that's just a job. And so, when you win, you celebrate. When you don't, you got to figure it out and get it fixed. That's just a job, and that's the way it works. But more importantly than what you were just talking about, this is about the players and all the work that they had put in, and the guys who decided to come back. And there's a lot said about this roster and all the things that came with it, and just put so many expectations on these players. But at the end of the day, the majority of them were homegrown, man, and they just love being Buckeyes, and they just wanted to win for themselves. They also wanted to win for all the fans and for Buckeye Nation. So That's why sometimes, you do feel the pressure, but that's the pressure we put on ourselves, not anybody else.
Yeah.
We just love the passion of the fans and the people that support us.
That's cool to hear them say that, to hear him say that after all that had gone on and all the noise that had been coming at them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard for some of the players not to react to that, and for Ryan Day not to retweet the F they going to say now, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do that. It's just cool that it worked out this way for everybody. What do you got there, Tyvis?
Oh, I got a nice thing for our fans. The Fan and 10 TV's National Championship celebration, because the Buckeyes are national champions. Buckeye Nation, it's time to celebrate. Join the Fan and 10 TV this weekend for a big Buckeye celebration. Here's the lineup. Saturday at 3 p.m., we're going to relive the victory with the replay of the national championship game on the Fan. Sunday morning at 11:45, join Paul Big Daddy Keels, Jim Lachey, and Skip Mossick live from the Shoe for a championship celebration. 10 TV championship coverage kicks off at noon. Listen on the Fan and watch on 10 TV. Go Bucks.
I'm Tyvis Powell. 97.1, The Fan.
Signing off.
Forgot to sign off yesterday, Tyvis.
Well, I gave you a great first half.
I'll have to find that. Bodie, some point tonight, find Tyvis's lackluster sign off from yesterday's women's basketball
What did you say
report.
it was? What at best? What you say it was?
Mediocre at best. Something like that. Yeah. In 2 minutes, does college football need to panic about something? That's coming up. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
When you share your food, you share your heart. So what's on your table this holiday season? Save on your festive feast at Kroger with delicious deals on all the holiday classics. Or wow the crowd with something new, like a quinoa stuffed butternut squash. It's sure to add a pop of color to your spread. How about a sweet potato casserole with a crunchy oat streusel topping, made with care for the sweet tooth and the savory tooth? With Kroger, fill your table with love and watch as your guests' hearts get as full as their bellies. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Donato's is dancing into 2025 with a New Year's deal that's too good to miss. All January long, get 25% off everything you order online. That's 25% off Donato's famous thin crust pizzas, oven-baked subs, fresh salads, wings, desserts, all your Donato's favorites. So get 2025 started with 25% off your online order now and throughout January using promo code 2025. Order with the app or at donatos.com.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life, so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness, beautifully marbled beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef, and more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good, but bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
Congratulations, Ohio State, national champions. Get to Dick's for a huge selection of officially licensed Ohio State gear, including hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more for men, women, and kids. New championship merchandise is arriving daily. Shop in-store or online at Dicks.com with free shipping on championship product. We have everything you need to show off your team pride. Every season starts at Dick's.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Where Timmy Hall can start swooning over Aaron Kraft any second. It's the Buckeye Show.
Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, all you fine Buckeye fans here on a Friday night. Look who came into the studio here. Sauntered. Sorry. What are you doing? You tell me what to do.
That's what you always say.
This is not your thing.
This is not my show.
It's done.
Yeah, we're done.
It's
all right. Thanks.
It's over. Adam King, our 10 TV anchor, back from covering this Buckeye football team run. Just what are you eating? Some gummy bears?
I'm eating some gummy bears,
What do
Timmy.
we got? What do we got over there?
I don't
see the bag.
What are they called?
The white bag. That's the
Albany's
good stuff.
world's best, gluten-free, fat-free, low sodium. Gummies not shown at actual size.
I just need to, they have a smell to them. I don't even need to eat them. They just have a scent for people watching on YouTube.
It probably really, really sounds good, me chewing gummy bears into the microphone.
You know what? It's Friday at 6:30.
Yeah. Me and
What are they
Tim
gonna
had
do?
this debate last year about what was the best gummy bears.
It's these.
And it's those, but people like the Haribo. And I can't understand
I like them.
Why you like those.
I like them, but these are better.
You
These
ever
are
seen
much
the
better.
world's largest gummy bear? The giant one that comes in a pack, you can get them like.
Is it green?
No, it can be. They're different flavors, but they're giant gummy bears, and you can get them like if you go to like a.
Is that the company they call themselves?
No,
I don't know what you're talking about, so I haven't seen this.
If you just, it's a company that normally makes gummy bears. It might be what you said,
Haribo.
Mm-hmm. But they sell
Is it
giant
Haribo or Haribo?
They sell a giant gummy bear. And it comes in this big plastic wrapper. It's the world's largest gummy bear. And you can buy them at like It's Sugar when you're on vacation in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
I once bought one.
Sure.
And I tried to eat it. And
Terrible,
I threw up everywhere.
Yeah, I can imagine it is terrible.
And I'll never do it again.
That's too bad. You actually vomited right away?
Yes.
You ate the whole gummy
But
bear?
here's the thing. It's
No,
not,
you didn't eat the whole thing.
No, but I ate enough of it, which was too much. That's the problem. It's not that the gummy bear was bad. It's simply put that it was too much gummy bear. I mean...
Why?
Jello's great, but
it wasn't like you were supposed to eat it all at once.
No, they tell you not to eat it all at once. It's like the world's largest Hershey bar.
You didn't listen.
I was like 12. What do you expect me to do?
I see something here that sells for about $33.
That sounds about right.
Saying the
It's
gummy
a
bear
big-
guy, world's largest gummy bear.
Yes,
I
that's
see
it.
a red one,
Yeah,
but I see a green one
now
too.
imagine eating like half of that.
Ugh.
Yeah, not
No.
great, Bob.
No,
Not great.
No, these are honestly. If you're in the YouTube chat, if you're a gummy bear person, let us know what your favorite is because you've got the
Haribo is terrible.
That's the other big
I gotta
one.
look up Haribo. My phone's dead.
You know it.
You know what
they do
I'm
like the
talking
rainbow
about.
gummy
Okay.
bears, and they do the cola. They do the cola bottles too.
Yeah, that's
one of my favorite treats
those are
in
good.
life.
Yeah, those are
yeah,
good.
the cola bottles.
Yeah.
Black Forest is another
yeah.
brand. They're pretty good, but whatever you like. So, in just a few moments, Adam told me that he had actually something of a rant to go on. And I'm just hoping that in one of these cases I might agree with him.
Yeah, it's never happened
So
before.
we'll see. But I wanted to bring both of you guys in on this discussion because I've been thinking about this with the ratings. You saw like the story, the ratings that came out, Tyvus, you too, how they took a little bit of a dip for this national championship game. And the question I want to ask is, should this be a cause for concern? Should this be anything to panic a little bit about? Because if you're going to say that it was the inauguration and the attention paid to that, I'd say probably not that big of a deal. But if you're more of the adding in factors, like Ohio State got off to a big lead, or it was the Monday night factor, or fatigue, which I think is the biggest concern if you're in that camp that thinks that it might have been some football fatigue that wore out. Because this was Ohio State and Notre Dame. These were two of your biggest brands that you got. I would have hoped that you were looking for a Super Bowl. Not that you were going to match the ratings that the Super Bowl gets, but you were going to kill the ratings of everything else that you did and then go up like 30 to 40 or 50% of that.
Well, I think
like
there's
get a 50 million number,
There's a couple factors, and I think one is that Ohio State was like a 9-point favorite.
They were.
Going into
Yeah.
the game,
They
everyone's
were.
like, Ohio State is going to destroy Notre Dame. And as you said, for the first 2 quarters, they did. For the first 3 quarters, they did. I don't know if fatigue is the right word, but I think there is a casual viewer that, like, when you play 2 games, when you play 2 playoff games, they're like,
you can be in for it.
I'm not going to watch the semifinal, but I'll tune in for the championship game on that Monday night. But now when you've got all these different levels, if they're tuning in on Monday night, they're probably watching the quarterfinal or the semifinal, and they're like, all right, this team's going to win it all. That Notre Dame team was terrible. I don't think if you had said it was Ohio State versus Oregon this year, I think that the national title ratings might have matched what you thought. But it's just because people thought Ohio State is going to go out there and dominate. And guess what? They did.
Yeah, so
They did.
The wild card ratings in the NFL were down 9.3%. They were averaging 28.5 million viewers. And the college football playoff championship game, which we're talking about on Monday night, that was a 12% drop. So average 22.1 million viewers, way lower than the wild card round averages in the NFL. And this was your national championship game, 12% drop from the 25 million who watched Michigan blast Washington.
But they didn't blast them, if you
Yeah,
remember.
it
Go
was
back
later-
and watch
later in
last
the
year. And I
game,
think
right?
there were a lot of people going into that game that thought
It was blast.
Competitive game, right?
Yes, thought competitive game.
It started off, they blasted them.
Yes, they went right down the field and scored. But at one point, I remember at least 4 different different times where Washington had the ball. They just couldn't do anything. They could have scored.
They did, right? Their
They could
offense
have made
was
it
inept.
interesting. Yeah, they just couldn't do anything.
They got blasted.
They got blasted.
Yeah, I do have to. I've got to watch it again
Michael Penix
now.
didn't even look like himself in that game.
No, he
missing
did not.
throws and all kind of jazz.
So I'm curious about this. It's got me curious because here's the thing: you can't. You're going to get this every year going forward now. You're not going to be able to control who you get in that national championship game. You're not going to be able to build it. And you are wanting to really highlight what you've got. Like, that's the point of this. You build all these extra games, so you're automatically getting more viewers and you're making more money. But I'm sure even just a small drop is going to have the powers that be in this sport talking about why and trying to find out the exact reasons and what they can do. Format, of course, is something they can do.
Bold prediction. That is a big factor into why they get rid of the automatic buys for the conferences.
Absolutely.
Because if you get rid of that, you remove the fact that people don't want to watch Arizona State and Boise State on
if they're in the top 12.
Yeah, they'll watch them, but they don't want to watch. They don't want to see them get an automatic buy into. I don't know what the Bulls. I've lost my mind on the Bulls, but like Fiesta Bowl.
I'm okay with the automatic bid.
Yes,
not the automatic buy.
March Madness does it right.
Put them at say Arizona State was the one team that got in that wasn't even in the top 12,
16,
right?
Yeah, they were.
Then they are the 12 seed. Yeah. Simple as that.
But
then the unlucky 12 seed that was Bama, then you got to go. Bye-bye.
Yeah, sorry.
But Arizona State goes no higher than 12.
Nobody
nobody
feels bad on March Madness, Selection Sunday.
No
You
one
say
feels bad.
Should have played better.
I have
68 teams.
Couple of years for men's basketball. Sad.
No, but you don't feel bad for the 69th team that gets kicked out.
Yes, I do.
Why would you feel bad? Be better.
Adam, what's bothering you? Adam
Here's
King,
what's
10
bothering
TV
me.
is with us. What's up? What's bothering you?
I've had enough of people going against certain foods or certain brands because they think it's cool. I'm so tired.
Was this about the Skyline
it's
ice
the
cream?
Skyline
coming in?
Graders ice cream. Everybody wants to say, ew, that's terrible. Why would you want that? It was delicious. It was absolutely fantastic. And you know what? If you're out there and you're thinking, boy, Skyline and Graders, get in your car and go try it before you start roasting something you've never had. Because Skyline is...
What? I agree with this.
I'm tired of people.
I like this take.
I'm tired of people just hating on it because it's a certain brand and it's cool to not like certain things. You know what?
You know what people do this to? White Castle.
White Castle. Exactly.
You know who's a big offender of this? My wife. She's a big offender of this. Just talks trash on Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's delicious. It's amazing. This is one of the best things I haven't had it in a long time, but I've never once eaten a Taco Bell and gone, gosh, that was disgusting.
I took her on a date night.
Well,
I had some bad Taco Bell before.
I don't care. I mean,
but I still.
But everybody, I've had bad experiences everywhere.
Jennings was poisoning us for like 3 years.
Jennings was poisoning us.
We came back to them.
Who?
Jennings ice cream.
I don't know about that.
But see, it's
cool.
The whole
Chipotle
Listeria thing.
had E. coli.
Yes,
that was still,
McDonald's has the slivered onions. They've all got this
You
stuff.
know what? It's almost like the what's the other? Not Chipotle. What's the other one that Qdoba? People, I don't do Qdoba. I do Chipotle. You know what? They're all good.
Moe's is good.
Moe's is good. Welcome to Moe's.
First of all, you got to you got to. It's about loyalty.
It's not about loyalty.
You got to pick one.
It's about people wanting to fit in by saying Skyline is gross. When you know what? Skyline has a very select menu, and I got through my college career on Skyline.
I've never had.
We have a very select clientele.
I've never
a very special set of skills.
Yes,
I've never had Skyline.
You are the problem.
Yeah. Well, he's not dogging it. He's not talking trash about it.
Get in your car.
Stay in your lane with who you're upset about.
Sorry,
Don't
I'm
be
upset at everyone, and Tyvis is in
He's
here.
not trashing it. That's what we don't want. If you've never had it, don't trash it.
I just saw
might not be
so
for
many
you.
people today were like, Skyline ice cream. It was amazing. It was cinnamony and
it was not chili. I get how
yeah.
people would be grossed out about that, but it's more about how
they put the crackers in it. I could have done without the crackers.
It's more of just the hate in general for Skyline or the hate in general for White Castle
or
and
White
that
Castle
stuff.
or
Come
Arby's.
on.
Like
these are institutions.
Yes.
Well, let me ask y'all this because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is coming out with the Totino's pizza
that.
flavor.
Totinos?
Yeah. Totinos. Yeah.
Tostinos.
Totinos.
Oh, Totino. Oh, the
red box.
Yeah.
The thin and crispy. I used to eat one a day.
With a pizza flavor Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I'll eat it.
You'll try it?
I'll eat it.
I'll
try anything once.
I want to say.
You try that, Tim?
Yeah, I'll try it.
No. Bodie. Tell them they're out of their mind.
Travis goes around the horn.
Yeah, I'm not trying that.
Thank you.
I'm good.
People do it with Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are delicious.
They're delicious.
And they just get this bad rap.
They're
because
delicious.
people-
They are not.
Yes, they are amazing.
Y'all need to cut
There's
it
so
out.
many things where
I can
it's
make 'em
cool
for
to
you.
hate. It's cool to hate Brussels sprouts.
Do you roast them?
I love her. I
Do you
wrap them
roast
in
them?
bacon.
Yeah.
It's just delicious.
That
You do a little.
defeat the purpose?
You do a little olive oil.
A little olive oil,
little
yeah.
balsamic
If you
and
wrap
sea
'em in
salt.
bacon, that doesn't defeat the purpose?
The purpose is to enjoy a delicious food item.
It's not healthy anymore.
Who said anything about healthy?
It's a Brussels sprout.
No, it's delicious.
It's still pretty healthy.
I am tired of
You're
the
eating
Brussels
it.
sprout slander.
Wrapped in bacon?
Enough with the Brussels
Stop
sprout
it, Bodie.
slander.
You know what's going to be healthy?
What?
Collecting our breath.
Yes.
Ending
Whew,
this.
that was good. I
Adam,
got that out.
I agreed with you.
Yeah.
I'm
That's the first.
surprised.
It's beautiful.
That was fun.
I'm
Thanks for
shocked.
coming in. What's coming up tonight on the news?
We talked to Emeka Ibuka today. He's going pro. We are just kind of talking about all the guys that are going pro, Sonny's staying, which is big. My prediction, he'll be the block O in 2025.
11 o'clock?
11 o'clock.
All right, Adam King, 10 TV right there. We are ranking things on a Friday night. The triumphant return of the Power 5 will have to do with Ohio State's own triumph. Your eardrums will like it. Power 5 is next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
If you consider yourself a Buckeye fan, you've come to the right place. This is your heritage sports talker and home of Ohio State athletics, The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Through the magic of modern technology, I'm coming to you from inside your garbage disposal.
Hey, what are you doing down here?
I was telling folks about Who are you?
Garbage disposal monster. I eat the things people put in here. Nom 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 nom.
Oh?
Sometimes I get sick.
I was just about to say, the pros who knows from Apex are brilliant at fixing garbage disposals. You're really a monster?
Look here. These teeth?
Yeah?
They're all busted.
Oh.
They're for food, not forks. You hear up there?
Gee, what else?
Crazy noises like clingety, 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 clingety. Call Apex Pros.
Sure.
Sometimes I smell funny.
I didn't want to draw attention to it.
Call Apex Pros.
And what's going on now there?
Smoking. It's a bad habit. We're not supposed to smoke.
Well, you heard it straight from the garbage disposal monster.
Rawr.
Call the pros who knows. Apex Pros.
Hi, it's Alex, the Apex Bear. We are the Pros Who Knows, the official plumber of the Columbus Blue Jackets. ApexPros.com.
Nom 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 nom.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including the best-selling RAV4. Now through February 3rd, get 4.99 APR financing on new gas-powered 24 or 25 RAV4s. Or lease a gas-powered 25 RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Giant Eagle is teaming up with Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola to give one lucky Buckeye fan a VIP basketball experience. Go to ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle to enter for a chance to win 4 tickets with parking to the March 4th home finale against Nebraska, a Buckeye prize pack, a $200 Giant Eagle gift card, and a trip to the head coach's radio show. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle for a chance to win. Brought to you by Giant Eagle, Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola. Go Bucks!
Ohio State championship quarterback Cardale Jones.
As a child, I had the same hopes and dreams as other children. I just didn't have the same resources to achieve them, but I found the help I needed to be my best. I was a CareSource kid. CareSource is so much more than Medicaid. They help families overcome a lot of their day-to-day struggles, and that made a lasting difference in the lives of kids like me.
CareSource, your Medicaid, your choice. Visit caresource.com/Medicaid.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app or listen at home on your smart speaker or open up the iHeartRadio app or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the dopes at The Fan.
Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy, Texas toast crunchy, and they cane sauce creamy rich. One love.
It may be winter outside, but inside the Ohio Expo Center, it's golf season. The Columbus Golf Show is back for 3 days only. This weekend, save up to 70% on golf equipment, accessories and apparel, even vacation packages. Test the newest clubs, compete in skills competitions for great prizes, and get a free lesson from a PGA pro. Come tee it up indoors this weekend at the Ohio Expo Center, January 24th, 25th, and 26th. For tickets, go to columbusgolfshow.com.
Here, care is where you need it. With over 350 primary care providers in Central Ohio, expert care is minutes away. See how we care for all of you at mountcarmelforyou.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Cosby Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Because there's nothing better to do on a Friday night, let's just rank 5 things. It's the Buckeye Show's Power 5.
All right, sorry, I was having another gummy bear. This is a big Power 5. Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell with you. We're counting down from 5. All right, I feel like we've had some ridiculousness where we didn't even know what order we were going, and you had been starting from number 1 and then working your way down to 5. That takes all the suspense out of it. And Sanzenbacher was here one day. He called you out on that.
I did it one time by mistake.
Yeah, so let's be careful here because we're going to hear.
So we're doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, this is an audio version, so this is going to be a great way to rehash the journey that the Buckeyes just went on in the 4-game run. So we'll have the sound dialed up from Paul Keels, play-by-play voice for your Ohio State Buckeyes. All the sound courtesy of the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield, our friends there. Who wants to go first? Some of us, we're going to have a couple of shared plays, I believe. But the 5 best, biggest plays in this 4-game run for you.
Number 5 for me was Cody Simon split Nico's helmet.
Oh, here we go.
Iamalieva in the shotgun, back to throw from his 23. Pressure coming on Iamalieva. He's moving up the middle of the field. He's going to be knocked down right around the Tennessee 31, the line of scrimmage. Getting in there to blow that play up, defensive end Jack Sawyer for Ohio State. That riles the crowd up, and it'll bring up 4th down and punting situation.
Now, after Paul was done with that, Jim Lachey came in with some commentary and mentioned Cody Simon's name and the big hit that came there. But they couldn't really tell as that had happened, but then when the TV cameras caught it, it was just instant, that crack on the top of the helmet.
Yeah, it was like as soon as he hit it, it was like split. I was like, ooh, them boys out there hitting it now.
Them boys. Yes. So we had James Laurinaitis, the linebackers coach, on our postgame show after that was done. I had to ask him about the cracked helmet.
I think what's funny is before the game, I said, guys, I don't care if we fit every single play correctly, if we hit the right gap, all that. All I want our mentality to be is that we're going to run out there and dent some face masks. That's all I want. Like, we have a mantra in our room. You can never go 1 for 1. Other than that, from Luke Fickell, what's that mean? It means every single play the offense has it drawn up to where everyone's blocked up and they can, have success for a touchdown, right, on an explosive play. You have to defeat your one-on-one. If you refuse to be blocked and you just don't go 1 for 1, then we have a chance.
I like that. I don't care so much about the assignments. I want you to have the dent someone's face mask mentality.
Well, he dented his helmet.
He cracked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rendered it useless. So my number 5, I'm starting in the Oregon game. I'm starting with the first play from scrimmage. Remember this?
Quinshon Judkins will open a tailback for Ohio State, who works 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Buckeyes offense breaks the huddle. Jeremiah Smith will come wide to the left, going wide to the right are Emeka Ibuka and Carnell Tate along with the tight end. And now one of the other tight ends, G. Scott, motions out of the backfield. Snap to Howard, fakes the throw, lofts it down the right side of the field where it is caught by G. Scott running down the right side past the 50, and he is pushed out of bounds near the Oregon 40-yard line. G. Scott came out of the backfield, went down the right sideline and made a big gain for a first down pickup presented by Kroger.
That was just the play for me that said, this team means business.
Yeah.
They're going to be aggressive. Paul had a hard time watching everything that they were doing there, as you could tell, with the motion. And then to have a fake bubble screen to one of the running backs as the decoy, and G just slips right out of there, wide open, 30 yards. Wow, that was good. 2 plays later, they scored with Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, that was when I seen that, I said, oh, yeah, Chip in his bag. First play, he in his bag early.
I seen it too.
Number 4 for me was the J.J. bomb to seal the deal against Notre Dame. Sorry, Bodie.
That was only number 4 for you, huh?
3rd and 11. Buckeyes at their own 34. Out of the huddle, Tate will go wide left. Smith and Ibuka wide right. Bennett Christian is in the backfield, along with Travion Henderson, surrounding quarterback Will Howard. Notre Dame's defense shifts again. Howard out of the shotgun, back to pass at his own 25. He'll gun that deep down the right side, and it is caught by Jeremiah Smith at the 30 of Notre Dame. He's taken to the Fighting Irish 10-yard line by cornerback Christian Gray. Howard to Smith, getting the Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone.
That was the one. That was the one right there. I had that one higher on my list. I'm just going to tell you right now. Will Howard had a 4th and 2 on that pivotal drive in the Cotton Bowl against Texas in the 4th quarter. This is how it sounded.
Carnell Tate, Jeremiah Smith, and Emeka Ibuka go wide right. Tight end Kazmara wide to the right. Kazmara at the end of the line as a tight end. Henderson in the backfield. Next to Howard. 4th and 2, Ohio State with the football at the Texas 34-yard line. Howard settles in the shotgun, gets the snap. Howard takes off running, and he's got room. Howard loose to the 20 of Texas and tripped up and stopped just at about the 17-yard line. It was the safety, Michael Taff, who tripped him up. But Will Howard with that run on 4th and 2 gets the Buckeyes in the Giant Eagle red zone.
Well, they had everybody lined up to the right. The back was on the right, 3 receivers on the right. The tight end was on the right. They come back and run to the left.
Just that little bit of a Jim Lachey. Oh, when he popped the tire and fell down. But still was huge, setting a tone that you're going to keep running the football, put his head down, got the yardage, and then some. What's your number 3 play, Thomas?
Number 3 for me actually is in that same game, Travion Henderson's screen play that went for, 75-yard touchdown?
Yeah, obvious. This was huge.
Sets up in a shotgun. Travion Henderson to his left. Smith wide left. Scott, Ibuka, and Tate wide right for Ohio State. Snap to Will Howard. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Howard in trouble. Dumps it out on the right side. Caught by Henderson. Runs to the Ohio State 25, to the 30, to the 35. Loose to the 40, to the 50. Down the right side goes Travion Henderson. And he's going to take it all the way to the house. Travion Henderson on a little slip screen out the right side. 75 yards to pay dirt. And Ohio State moves back in front of Texas.
My goodness, was that needed too?
Yeah, it was.
That was needed at that point.
Critical moment of the game to go up 14-7 at halftime. I think they put up 14.
Yeah. After you had just been taking penalties and not getting the job done, shooting yourself in the foot to get that going into the break was big. I go to maybe the best throw from Will Howard in the 4 games. It was when he just dropped it in a bucket to Emeka Ibuka in the Oregon game. And then on the close-up, we see that Emeka Ibuka actually had to follow that thing and caught it with one hand as it was being deflected.
Carnell Tate will be out wide to the right. Ibuka starts as a slot right. Smith wide left. Tight end Scott into the line left. Henderson to the left of quarterback Will Howard. Gets the snap. Howard fakes the handoff. Sets up at the 50 to pass. Shoots that down the middle of the field for Ibuka. Got it to the 5 and into the end zone. Emeka Ibuka raced by the Oregon defense and takes it into the end zone for Ohio State's 2nd touchdown of the day. And the Buckeyes, thanks to that 42-yarder through the air, have a 13-0 lead over Oregon.
We're going through our Power 5 best plays in the 4-game run to the title for the Buckeyes. What's 2 for you, Tyvis?
2 for me is actually in that same Oregon game. It's JJ's 2nd touchdown.
Oh, beautiful.
2nd and 5, Ohio State with the ball to the Oregon 43. 17-0, Buckeyes leading. Everybody pinched in tight on either side of the line of scrimmage. Ibuka motioning from right to left now. Snap to Will Howard. Fakes the handoff. Sets up behind the 50 to pass. Guns that one deep down the middle of the field. Jeremiah Smith got it at the 4 and into the end zone. Jeremiah Smith on a 43-yard touchdown pass from Will Howard, the 2nd time today. Those two have hooked up for a score. And what do you know? It's 23-0 Ohio State leading Oregon.
Is that the one where he hit him with the Ronaldo after that one?
I think that's the one.
Yeah. That might have been the one. That was brilliant stuff. Yep. See you. And I got to go with 2 for me is one that we already heard. That was Jeremiah Smith's catch against Notre Dame to basically seal that and set up Jaden Fielding's chip shot field goal. What's number 1? I think
we all know.
We already know a play for the ages.
4th and goal. Texas at the Ohio State 8 with 2:29 to play fourth quarter. 21-14 Buckeyes leading. Ewers in a shotgun. 2x2 wide receivers. Wisner in the backfield with him. Ewers set to toss. Ewers being chased. Hit by Jack Sawyer. Knocked the ball out. Sawyer's picked it up, and he's running down the right side. Jack Sawyer hits the 50-yard line to the Texas 40. Sawyer to the 30, to the 20 of Texas. Jack Sawyer is going to take it into the end zone. His second fumble recovery of the season. Jack Sawyer, Ohio State defensive end. He finally got to Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers. And Jack Sawyer races it into the end zone to give Ohio State a 27-14 lead over Texas.
That's 1 for the history books. 1 for the ages. So I had the G. Scott catch against Oregon, Will Howard's 4th and 2 against Texas, Will Howard's touchdown to Emeka against Oregon, Jeremiah's clincher against Notre Dame, and then the Jack Sawyer fumble 6.
That sounds like a pretty solid list. I like mine's better.
And you can't remember what yours was off the top of your head, can you? Don't worry about it. We'll come back to it. I saw a question being posed that I don't think our friends down south want to hear. That and more in the College Football Pulse. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Oh, hey, the best football team in the country's on the best radio station in the country. Congratulations, Buckeyes. Here's to 100 more years together. Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut, to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
Hey, Ohio State fan, are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get 1 juicy flame grilled Whopper sandwich, 1 original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including the best-selling Toyota Camry. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. Now through February 3rd, get 4.99 APR financing on Camry or lease a Camry LE from just $289 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Congrats, Buckeyes. Cheers for the 2024 national champions. We know there's nothing like celebrating in Columbus. So wherever you choose to celebrate, choose chill. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
One night, one stage. Billy Joel and Rod Stewart. Saturday, September 20th. One special evening at Paycor Stadium. Together for the first time ever in Cincinnati. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Saturday, September 20th. Don't miss Billy Joel and Rod Stewart. Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening, I'm Buddy Wells. It's championship weekend in the NFL. As this Sunday, we have the two conference title games with a trip to Super Bowl 59 on the line. First up in Philadelphia, the Eagles will host Timmy Hall's Washington Commanders in the NFC Championship game. Kickoff is at 3 o'clock. And then in Kansas City, the Chiefs host the Bills in the AFC title game. That one will kick off at 6:30. Had some NFL decisions being made by some of the Ohio State football roster today. Junior running back Quinshon Judkins did declare for the NFL draft. He rushed for just over 1,000 yards and 14 scores in his lone season here in Columbus. On the other hand, though, linebacker Sonny Styles announced that he would be returning for his senior year here in 2025. In hockey, the Jackets fell to the Canes in Carolina last night by a final score of 7-4. The Jackets will be back on home ice tomorrow night when they host the LA Kings. Face-off is at 7. And in the NBA tonight, the Cavaliers will face the 76ers in Philadelphia. They're about to tip off right now here at 7 o'clock. Breaking sports news, what happens here on The Fan.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis, happy Friday. All you fine Buckeye fans, he's running to the TV to get the Cavs at Sixers coverage on.
Can you miss?
Good out of you. Incredible season they're having right now, honestly. I haven't had the capacity to follow a lot of it. I mean, I'm following them. I haven't gotten to watch as much Cavs basketball as I want to.
They got to bounce back tonight. They lost to Did you see how they lost to the Rockets?
I did not.
So what happened was...
I saw that it was close. Yeah. I saw that it was a tight game.
So let me give you a quick recap.
Okay, go ahead.
It only matters about the last 5 seconds of the game. Cavs was down by 3 points. Darius Garland shoots a 3. He misses it, but they flagrant fouled him. So he was shooting 3 and getting the ball back.
Oh, my God.
So if he makes them, actually it was down, it might have been down 2. No, they was down 3.
Okay, so he needs them all.
He misses the first 2, makes the last
third.
one.
So you're down 2 with ball.
Get the ball back.
With a couple seconds
Donovan
left.
shoots something out the corner, misses it, they lose the game.
Oh, how to hit your free
Tagline
throws.
it, Tyvis.
Yeah.
I'm Tyvis Powell, 97.1 The Fan.
Y'all stop.
Do you have that?
I do. You want to play it?
Yeah, let me set that up. So we were joking around with Tyvis earlier today, and we had him act like a stringer back in old-time sports radio. I say old-time, early 2000s, whatever, when you do a weekend show and you'd go out to someone who was actually covering a football game or covering a college basketball game. You'd pop the phone up and you'd just say, so-and-so is out there covering Notre Dame and Boston College today. Well, Tyvis we had covering Ohio State women's basketball against Maryland last night as a stringer for the show.
We're getting good looks in the hole. Cody's doing a great job of finishing, but we got to get other people to step up as well.
All right, you're supposed to sign off at the end, Tyvis.
You said what?
You're supposed to have a sign-off. You're supposed to say something catchy like, I'm Tyvis Powell from the Schottenstein Center, 97.1 The Fan.
Yes, this has been Tyvis Powell with your women's basketball update. Live from the Schottenstein Center, 97.1 The Fan. Back to you, Timmy.
All right, that was marginal at best, Tyvis. We're going to talk about it tomorrow.
You had a little Joe Paw in there. You're going to have to speak up. I'm having
a hard time hearing you.
I am having a hard time hearing you right now.
Pretty loud place.
No, it's actually really quiet around
nobody's here.
Joe Paw. Joe, my brother, he was recruited by you.
I'm
just a big fan. I'm screaming into the microphone right now. No, he's not going to hear. We're just going to have to reschedule this. Yeah. Good job, Tyvis. Almost had it right there. All right, Bodie, what do we got going on in our sport here?
All right, Timmy, this is a first take-worthy tease right here. Has the Big Ten overtaken the SEC?
Oh.
I don't necessarily know, but we'll run through some of the stats.
We're asking the question, though, right? This is good clickable stuff here for the offseason.
They went 2-0 against them in the college football playoff, the Big Ten over the SEC, and then 3-1 in the other bowl games. They won back-to-back titles for the first time since 1965-66. It's been a minute.
Wow.
And I would say, personally, I feel like the top half is certainly there. I think you could take the top 4 to 5 teams from each conference and they can go toe-to-toe, which probably wasn't the case 15, 20 years ago. After that, I think it starts to probably dip off a little bit, but as we kind of focus more on these college football playoff games with the expansion and whatnot, does anybody care whether or not Minnesota could beat South Carolina, or do we care that Ohio State and Penn State can beat Georgia and Texas and Alabamas of the world?
Here's the thing. Conference pride, to me, is one of the strangest, let's puff my chest out type of things.
I could not agree more, Tim.
But the simple fact that you're in one of the best conferences does matter, because that secures your financial future. But you can sit there and feel fortunate for everyone that's not Ohio State for the Big Ten factor, because Ohio State is one of the biggest reasons why you would look to the Big Ten and say it's right there with the SEC in football, and why we can even have this conversation in the first place. But to all those other guys, you really just need to worry about yourself and what you're doing. It is a nice byproduct that you happen to fall in one of the conferences that is thriving, because what we can argue about Big Ten and SEC now and what this 2-year run does, they're the two, right?
Yeah.
They're the two, and then it's the ACC and the Big 12, and that's really it. Everyone else is just a hope and a prayer, trying to do what they can.
One team to be back to a conference.
Yeah, what are they? I think there's already plans. We talked about that in this segment. Aren't they going to the Mountain West?
I think the Mountain
West is going to become the Pac-12.
Yeah, but
that's how they should do it. You don't want to
the Pacific Mountain West,
the Pac West,
the Pac West.
Yeah, we can just go that route. What do you think about it, Tyvis? Who's better right now? Do you care?
I mean, it's hard to judge because people try to go off of just the bowl games, and it's hard to judge those outside of the 12 that's in the 12-team playoffs, because guys sit out of games and things like that. So it's hard for me to just outright say the Wolverines is better than Bama and all those things. And I know both teams had people sit out. I know Bama had more players playing and things like that. But that stuff kind of matters to me. If you're talking about, if we going strictly off the CFP, then the proof is in the pudding. And obviously
2 in a row.
Yeah, the Big Ten won it back-to-back years. And on top of that, Ohio State went up against 2 SEC schools that had really good records in the SEC, and they destroyed them.
I would say, for that, SEC fans, eat it, because the Big Ten has won the 2 in a row, and Ohio State beat 2 of your teams, 2 of your 3 best teams, and one of our pseudo Big Ten guys, Notre Dame,
don't even
knocked off Georgia.
We won the SEC championship, not no pseudo Big Ten. We are independent, just like this great country, Tim.
Just like this great country. Notre Dame, God in America.
God country.
I will say SEC has had multiple teams. Look, over the course of the last 25 years or so, what have they had? 15 national titles in a 27-season span, and it hasn't just been 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
You've had LSU, you've had Alabama, you've had Florida, you've had Auburn. Georgia, of course, that's 5, and that's all 5 of those squads have had some dominant teams in that span.
And that's probably what it would take for the Big Ten, right? Not just Michigan and Ohio State.
If you just are asking right now, who's the best right now, I'd say SEC, you got to eat it. I'm not saying for the course of time, but 2-year stint, 1-year stint, we dominated that college football playoff, and you didn't. You didn't even get 4 teams in.
As it stands right now, I do think Penn State got a good chance to be the 3rd team in the Big Ten to win it all.
Yeah, I got to see it to believe it. I can't believe it.
I agree with you on that one, but they're following the same formula that O-State and the Wolverines follow, where you got a bunch of guys that could go in the draft but decided to come back for another year. That stuff matters when you get late into the season and stuff like that. So they just following the same recipe.
But then, Bodie, to his point, who else? Because we just said 5 programs have popped up and won it and been the best team in college football. Penn State's a maybe.
Oregon?
I don't see.
Oregon could win it.
And Oregon just joined us. So there's that. That's like giving Texas and Oklahoma that credit for them. And they are in the conference, but
Because then
we are pointing to Oregon because Wisconsin ain't doing that, or Iowa's not doing that.
And the next one you would point to, maybe not right now, but they're capable of it, is Southern Cal. But they also are Pac-12-ish, sort of.
Yeah,
and they got a ways to go.
Yeah, everybody transferred out of their programs.
So. All right, time for one more quick one here.
We're done being great.
One more quick one. ESPN's way too early top 25 rankings for next season. You'll notice a theme with the first top 4 teams. They were the last 4 teams to be playing this year. 1-5.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, Ohio State, Texas, Penn State, Notre Dame, and Georgia. And then some other Big Ten teams in the mix here. Oregon was number 6 there, so they were right there. Illinois 13, Indiana 17, Michigan 21, and then some quote-unquote other receiving votes will say Washington, Nebraska, and Iowa.
I'm looking for surprise teams, and going through this whole thing, I don't really see a lot. They think that Florida's taken a big step and is top 20 to start, so
I would say,
there's
I know
that.
they were good. I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but seeing Illinois at 13 is still kind of like, that's
yeah.
a little bit of a surprise.
DJ Lagway down at Florida. I know they're high on him. Yeah, like you said, 13, that's a surprise. And 9, BYU, so they're one of those outliers. South Carolina at 10.
IU at 17's like
dropping them a lot. But
are
you saying is that too high?
Was it a one-hit wonder?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what they
did.
do.
South Carolina just re-up Beamer? Was that some news that I just saw?
I think you're right on that.
Yeah. So he gets re-upped, and that's probably a good call. Let's try to get South Carolina in another game with Illinois, so they can argue about the T signal.
Show
When
some
they do that
respect.
T, we call everybody off.
Show some
You don't try to
sportsmanship.
return it when you tee it like that.
You ain't wrong on that though. You ain't wrong.
You're with Beam.
Both of them.
You're with the Beam,
both
Brandon.
Both of them got a good point.
Well, who are you with?
If you do the T, technically,
You're not with me.
Now, if you do the T on the kickoff return, like
you better damn well stay down. This is a game of decorum. This is a game of respect.
That's how we play it in the.
You don't fake slide like a little picket boy.
Yeah, like the ACC.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, if you do the T, man, like, come on now. You know what that means.
All right. It isn't the final walkthrough, but it's something I spent time on this week putting together. Basically, the culmination of all the championships the Buckeyes have amassed to this point so far this century. A program of champions. It's coming up next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
We're known for 3 things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. In procrastination, it's the thief of time. Do you really want to head into the new year with the same old joint pain, the stuff that's been bothering you all the way through this last year and probably many prior years? Make the decision now to say no. I'm going to get it fixed, and I'm going to get moving again in 2025 with the help from my friends at QC Kinetics. See, they're the leaders in regenerative medicine and joint preservation. They're located right here in Columbus, Ohio, under the leadership of Dr. Ray Tesner, the founder of Grant Sports Medicine and a classically trained orthopedic surgeon. He's going to help you revitalize your joints with advanced orthobiologic treatments at QC Kinetics, things like PRP, so you don't have to have surgery. There's no drugs. There's no downtime. It's the future of medicine. Tens of thousands of people already know about it, so don't wait any longer. Go give them a call at 380-208-4544 for your free consultation. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices in Dublin and Gahanna, so they're conveniently located all through Central Ohio.
Giant Eagle is teaming up with Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola to give one lucky Buckeye fan a VIP basketball experience. Go to ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle to enter for a chance to win 4 tickets with parking to the March 4th home finale against Nebraska, a Buckeye prize pack, a $200 Giant Eagle gift card, and a trip to the head coach's radio show. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle for a chance to win. Brought to you by Giant Eagle, Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola. Go Bucks!
Donato's is dancing into 2025 with a New Year's deal that's too good to miss. All January long, get 25% off everything you order online. That's 25% off Donato's famous thin crust pizzas, oven-baked subs, fresh salads, wings, desserts, all your Donato's favorites. So get 2025 started with 25% off your online order now and throughout January using promo code 2025. Order with the app or at donatos.com.
Morning Juice.
Nothing cools down the hot seat, Beam, quite like a Gatorade bath.
The ultimate extinguisher.
It really is, and hopefully that did it a little bit.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Ohio State championship quarterback Cardale Jones.
As a child, I had the same hopes and dreams as other children. I just didn't have the same resources to achieve them, but I found the help I needed to be my best. I was a CareSource kid. CareSource is so much more than Medicaid. They help families overcome a lot of their day-to-day struggles, and that made a lasting difference in the lives of kids like me.
CareSource, your Medicaid, your choice. Visit caresource.com/Medicaid.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including the best-selling RAV4. Now through February 3rd, get 4.99 APR financing on new gas-powered 24 or 25 RAV4s. Or lease a gas-powered 25 RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership just got even better. Now you can choose from Disney Plus with ads, Hulu with ads, or ESPN Plus on us when you sign up. Plus, enjoy unlimited free delivery, double fuel points, exclusive offers, and free items. Sign up for a Boost membership today. It's an easier way to save, including new streaming options to relax with while we deliver your groceries. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hey there, Central Ohio. I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Michael Behrens. Temperatures cold again as we head through tonight, falling into the low teens, even some single digits outside the city. We'll see more cloud cover this weekend. Temperatures in the mid-30s for Saturday, partly to mostly cloudy skies on Sunday, into the low to mid-30s again. More warming temperatures and clear weather as we head through next week. Look for a run at the 40s by the midweek. That's your latest 10 Weather Impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
Brace yourselves for more Buckeye banter. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy Hall and Tyvis Powell, rocking and rolling on a Friday night with you guys. You know all the ways you can listen to the show. Old-fashioned radio, in your car, on the Fan app. Yep. 971thefan.com. And you can watch us on YouTube all the time. Just search up 97.1 The Fan on the tube, and you'll get to our live shows. I have been wearing a different set of Washington Commanders attire for every segment that I have been on the air for. And if I made a mistake, and if something was the same from one segment to another, call me on it. Tell me when it happened.
You could just be normal like me and wear one thing.
No. Too excited.
You're excited.
When is this? I don't know when this is going to happen again. I believe. I actually believe, though. You want to know something about me? I believe.
You believe that y'all will win?
I didn't say that. I believe in the team. Okay. I believe in what they're doing.
They've done it before.
And I believe. I'm not just. Get out of that mode for a second. I'm talking about having a run, having longevity. Staying
you believe
power.
That this is something that's sustainable.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yes.
That would be,
Isn't that good to have that feeling?
I wish I knew what you was talking about.
I know.
I can't relate.
They've got the owner. They've got the general manager.
Must be nice.
I think the general manager is a guy that's popped you a couple times.
He's fired. He's hired and fired me.
Yes.
Yeah, Adam Peters.
Tell a story about how Adam Peters got rid of you.
So me and Adam Peters, we did this song and dance my last year in Seattle a lot of times. Not Seattle, excuse me, San Fran. We did this song and dance where they'd bring me in on a Saturday, fire me on a Saturday, bring me back in on Monday, and then blah, blah, blah.
Bring you in and fire you the same day?
They bring me in on Saturday, say, we're bringing you back on Monday. Boom. Come back Monday, sign me back to the practice squad Monday, blah, blah, blah. We did this song and dance like 4 or 5 times.
Amazing.
So it was to the point where it was to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go up there. I would go up there and I'd say, oh, I know what this is about, Adam. You see me out there working hard. You see me spending extra time on the field doing them drills after practice.
Right.
You see how I done got better. So you ready to go ahead and give me that bonus? Give me a contract negotiation.
Yes, actually, you're fired.
He started laughing. He said, "No, we're letting you go." I said, "Yeah, I know it."
That's too bad.
But
man.
we're bringing you back on Monday. I said, "Yeah, thank you."
It's just the roster movements.
Yeah.
It just has to happen.
It was ridiculous, man.
I feel bad. That is too bad. But they got him, and he's doing a great job. They got Dan Quinn, and they've got the most important thing, what could be a star of stars with a rookie quarterback in Jaden Daniels. So I don't think as they continue to build, because they have all those components of their organization, top all the way down to the field, is set right there. And I love how they brought in some veterans like Bobby Wagner, like Zach Ertz, like Austin Eckler. I love Terry McLaurin more than anything in football. I love the other receivers that they have that are happy to be catching passes. De'Ami Brown from UNC. Yeah, from North Carolina. He's a good player. He's one of the top receivers in the playoffs right now. Got a guy throwing the football. Look at this
guy, Tyvis. Look at this guy.
Look at him.
Almost 3 decades, they tried to beat it out of him, and he's back.
It's
good. I'm jealous, Tyvis.
I know.
Not jealous of the Browns, Tyvis.
One of these days, long
Tommy
after.
Reese, though. I'll tell you, I would die for Tommy Reese. So I would Cleveland
in Dallas.
Well. No. Just period. I would die for the man.
I'm confused what his role is because Kevin is calling the plays.
To bring a winning
and then they're trying to
winner mindset.
And then they're trying to bring in a quarterback's coach. So I don't know what he's doing.
Maybe he'll play quarterback.
I mean,
he might have to.
Might be the best one on the roster right now.
He's probably only 40 years old, right?
32, 33.
Oh my God, I really aged him. Yeah, I really aged him. Yeah, he might not be the
Tommy Reese could have.
He might be younger. He might be younger than several of the players this coming season. Yeah. So, Tyvis, besides the national championship team that you were on, 2002 versus this one that we just had, got a favorite for any particular reason? Or does that still have to sink in?
No, I don't have a favorite. I think that when you look at them, I think all of them were historic runs. I mean, the 2002 team, just the things that they had to overcome, all the close games that they played, and then going in there and beating arguably one of the best teams assembled in college football to beat them like that. And they were undefeated. That's the difference between us, even my team, and this last team. Like, we got losses in our record. They didn't. They were perfect. So they got that going for them. And then when you look at this year's team, I mean, just the fact that you lost twice, you lost to the Wolverines, and everybody counted you out, and then you just hit a button where the whole team went to this level that nobody could ever match. And to see the outcome that they had with that, and just knowing the group of men that they have there, like Jack Sawyer having the legendary plays and things like that, like to me, they're all special. So I don't put one above the other. I think every last one of the championships in this century has been a special.
Why there's so few?
Yeah,
right.
Like
it's just a special group. They're all special.
They all got a great storyline behind them.
So coming up in the next segment, so at about 7:32, I'm excited to do Beers and Buckeyes. Pat Murphy is coming to the studio because him and his lovely fiance are going to go out to dinner. Yeah, because they're going to go out on a dinner date.
Look at that.
They're heading right out somewhere nearby.
Is she coming in too?
Yeah, she'll be here. So I don't think she wants to be on the air.
Why not?
Exactly. Why not? The more the merrier. Well, let's do it. The lovely Sarah can come on the microphone and do whatever. So here's something that I put together earlier this week. It's a little montage of all three of these amazing teams this century that have done it all, that have won the national championship. Program of Champions montage. Here it is for you.
We've always had the best damn band in the land. Now we got the best damn team in the land.
Defense. Andre Johnson, ethnic Sands, wide right. Roscoe Parrish, wide left. Peyton alone in the backfield. Dorsey under a center Romberg. Sands motioning. Back is Dorsey to throw. He throws it in the end zone. And it's incomplete. The Buckeyes win the national championship as defensive pressure got to Ken Dorsey and forced him to throw an incompletion. C. Grant right on the spot, and in 2 overtimes, Ohio State grabs the national championship and ends Miami's 34-game streak. Wow! Marcus Mariota in the shotgun, gets the snap, drops back at his 35 to pass. Mariota bumps off one defender, rolls to the right, tries to elude another one, and yet another one. Rolls to his left at his own 30. Mariota just flings that one down the left side of the field. Intercepted by Eli Apple at the 25. And Apple will go to the ground at the 32, and that's it. Ohio State national champions for the 8th time as they defeat Oregon 42-20.
I love these players. This team wasn't supposed to do this, but they fought through adversity. They got stronger and stronger and stronger, and this is a great team. We finished the year a great team.
It can be argued that this was the best run in the history of college football.
Travion Henderson right around the right side, and his 9th rushing touchdown of the year. That one's 66 yards to the end zone. And how about this Ohio State offense who's jumped in front of Oregon 30-0.
Beat Texas in Texas, which that was a road game. I don't care what anybody says. That was a road game. It was a very difficult game.
Sawyer's picked it up, and he's running down the right side. Jack Sawyer hits the 50-yard line to the Texas 40. Sawyer to the 30, to the 20 of Texas. Jack Sawyer is going to take it into the end zone.
I think in the history of college football, I don't think there's been, top 5 wins like that.
3 seconds. Leonard gets the Irish on the ball. Leonard gets the snap. Back to throw Riley Leonard. Rolls to his right at his 20. Leonard sails that middle of the field where it's caught by Greathouse. He's tackled at the 40. Tackled by Jordan Hancock, and Ohio State national champions beating Notre Dame tonight. 34-23, the 9th national championship in Ohio State history. A team that got into the playoffs, and they played angry and determined. And they give Ryan Day his first national championship. And Ohio State gets the victory, defeating Notre Dame 34-23.
It's surreal, man. And we're going to be brothers for the rest of our lives because of this. We are bonded for life.
There's been some great teams in Ohio State history. 9 who are national champs, but in the last, I think it's 53 years, up until this game, there's only been 2 who have been national champs. And this is the 3rd right here. We're going to take some time to celebrate, enjoy it, because these guys deserve it.
There it is. What a week. What a week, right? Got to the end of it.
It's never over. This is one of those things that we're gonna celebrate this in Columbus for until
Sunday at least.
No,
and then I know the
Texas.
celebration
until they play Texas week 1.
Yep, you're right. You're right. There's nothing better. There's nothing better than an off season after that.
Unveiling of the 2024.
Yep.
Yeah.
You put it in the stadium.
Yep.
It's gonna be in the stadium. You're gonna unveil some permanent numbers in that stadium, in the Horseshoe. It's going to be great. We're going to get some more stories and details about what Ohio State just accomplished on Monday as we do Beers and Buckeyes with Pat Murphy, who has dropped by the studio before. Like I said, he goes on a nice date night. Excited for this in 2 minutes. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through February 3rd, get any new Highlander or Grand Highlander with 6.49 APR financing up to 72 months, including hybrid models with $1,681 per thousand borrowed, subject to approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
How'd you like to wipe out all that credit card debt to start the new year off right? Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Stop getting fleeced by the credit card companies. If you own your home, go to AFLcash.com now. Advantage First Lending can help you unlock that equity and get you tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's AFLcash.com. You can pay off all your credit cards and other high-interest debt super fast. Consolidate all your bills into one low monthly payment. AFLcash.com can help you tap into your home's equity to give you some serious cash so you can go into 2025 with less stress and more confidence. Get the cash you need from Advantage First Lending now. Most homeowners don't even need an appraisal. How great is that? Get on solid financial footing. Go to AFLcash.com. That's AFLcash.com or call 844-394-CASH. 844-394-CASH.
Equal Housing Lender. NMLS 1209177. Subject to lender approval. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource. Proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Drink up, Slappy. It's time for Beers and Buckeyes with Patrick Murphy.
Patrick Murphy in studio. And if you're watching us on YouTube, fiance. Lovely fiance Sarah in the building with us because you guys are going out afterwards. That's awesome. A little Friday date night after all the travel and all the hustle and bustle.
We are going to Moretti's in Upper Arlington.
Okay. They got good lemonade there?
Probably. They have good everything. It's an Italian joint.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
It's an Italian food, Tyvis.
Check it out.
I had friends that worked there in high school, so I've been going there for a long time.
Oh, you can have a little, some Peronis.
They definitely have Peronis.
Nice little Italian brew, Tyvis.
No. Lemonade.
Yeah, it's very basic, though. It's just a good Italian lager.
Actually, believe it or not, when I went to Marcella's, they got good lemonade.
I looked into that, but they did not have reservations available tonight.
Marcella's?
Yeah.
Marcella's. Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Just like the way you say it. I tried out this new Italian restaurant it's in downtown. It's on High Street, but it's not in the Short North. It's more like by the State House. Speck is the name of it.
That was
heard of that one?
Yeah,
you guys thinking about that one?
As I was
Fantastic.
Googling places today, because the places we normally go to, I couldn't get a reservation. That was one that came up.
That was fantastic. I had a sausage ragu there. Tyvis, you would have loved it. You would have fallen out of your chair.
I went to
not that pricey either. I think it was like a sub $30 pasta dish there.
I can't remember. I went to the one in Dublin, the Cameron Mitchell Italian place in Dublin. I can't think of the name of it, but they got them the meatball where you get the one meatball in the thing. Oh my goodness,
divine.
Oh my goodness,
I love it. So Patrick, back from the national championship run, we're still telling all these stories and finding all the different crevices of this Buckeye football team where it's going to take some time to say, oh yeah, then there was this player that did all these things, or there was this aspect of it. We've kind of hit on the Ryan Day part a lot and the redemption there, and Will Howard, and obviously how good Jeremiah Smith is. What are some of the other stories that like quickly come to you about this run?
Yeah, I heard you guys talking as we were driving over here, and you mentioned Jack Sawyer. Like the fact that he, a Columbus kid that didn't have probably the career arc he expected to.
Yeah.
But to put it all together, really in the last year and a half, like the second half of last year was pretty good statistically for him. And then to have it finish the way it did and with the play against Quinn in the Texas game, for me, that will stand out, like similar to Zeke's play when you guys won it.
In Bama.
Yeah. Is like, I know that wasn't in the championship game, but like even in the press box when Quinshawn went on that 70-yard run and they announced that was the longest run in CFP national championship history, everyone was like, what about Ezekiel Elliott? Oh, wait, that was in the semifinal, right? Like, so Jack's play for me will always be one. Look, and I think, and this includes Jack, the stuff after the Michigan game. Like, I don't know what happens if Ohio State wins that game. Do they go into the playoff? First of all, they beat Oregon in the Big Ten championship game, but do they go in the playoff with a different mindset and maybe it comes out differently? I don't want to say that for sure.
Right. We'll never know. Right. You know what? What happened for a reason.
Yeah.
Led to the national championship.
And I think, guys like Jack and the guys that wanted to defend their turf, and I've talked to other Buckeye fans who have said, like, look, why didn't they defend it during the game? And it's like, all right, that's a fair point, but they did. I think that brought something out of like, oh no, this is not. Yeah, you can beat us in a football game, but you're not going to disrespect us.
I agree.
You add everything else.
I agree. Tyvis, do you agree with that too? Because I remember we're talking to Michael Bennett, who is your teammate, And he said, I would have gone to jail. Like, that's what he said.
Talks about somebody trying to plant a flag?
Yeah, like win or lose. I'm like, that's our field.
I don't do it. The one thing
I don't
you'll
care
learn
if we
about
played
me
poorly
is,
and we sucked.
is
You can't do that.
I don't tolerate disrespect. Like, we can ha, but if you disrespect me, like, that's when...
the smile.
Yeah, the smile is go.
You'll do it with the smile, though, because you're a psychopath.
I don't know about that. Pat, let me ask you about this coaching staff, because now it's being rumored that, it's potential they could lose Jim, they could lose Chip. Like, are you worried about any of these guys leaving the staff and taking a job elsewhere? Because somebody talking about some Penn State or something like that. Jim knows going to Penn State.
I mean, Penn State is certainly making a push. I've talked to people that I know that cover that team that have said they are very interested and think that they can make a compelling offer. Obviously, the stuff with Oklahoma and him being closer to his fiance that lives down there, there's a personal decisions we can't talk about from his perspective, right? Like, we can talk about how he's got this defense already built. We can talk about how you're at Ohio State, where you're going to at least be in the conversation for national championships, which hasn't happened at Oklahoma for a while now. But I do think that factor, maybe a bit of getting to coach in the SEC and proving it against those offenses. I don't know that. That's just speculation on my part.
You think that Oklahoma can make a compelling offer?
I think they certainly can make a compelling offer. I think Ohio State should be able to match whatever. Now, at some point it gets, okay, we're paying this much for a coordinator. Like, I think you have to recognize, okay, where can that, if we
they're
let
already
him,
paying the most in the country, right?
And
they're already paying for their assistants.
If you let, and this is true with Chip Kelly or any of these guys, like you have to have a limit for everybody. You have to have like a spreadsheet where like it's, this guy and this is the max we're going to go. Just like when you go into free agency in professional sports.
And you got to like kind of value each assistant coach for what they do. And you got to plan on raises too, because the market goes up every single year. And if someone's offering $1 million more, you're already paying Jim 2.2 and they might be offering $1 million more. Yeah. Do you think
3.2
on that line, Pat Murphy from Bucknuts and 24/7 in studio here for some beers and Buckeyes, of course. When you look at the rest of that staff, do you think there's anybody on the defensive staff that could elevate to that job? Because when they did this the last time and it worked, is they went out and they swung big.
Yeah.
They got proven guys. I would think, it's not to say that I wouldn't ever believe in anyone on the staff. Is anyone ready for that?
I mean, Tim Walton's done it. He was the Rams defensive coordinator, if I'm not mistaken, for a year. It was not a great year for Rams defense.
One stint in the NFL.
Yeah, and he did it, I think, at one stop in college, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong in that. But he's had some experience. So, like, that's a guy, but does he want to run a defense again? He seems to be enjoying coaching cornerbacks, and I think that's something to consider.
What's the safety coach?
Matt Guerreri, who, interestingly enough, like, he is very close with Jim Knowles.
That's what I thought.
Professionally, and
do you think
you have to think about him leaving?
I was about to say, do you think if he leaves, does Jim take a with him?
I am not concerned about that because he's a local guy, and he may or may not have told me that he will be. He loves Columbus.
All right.
I may have talked to him in Atlanta.
Big Davidson basketball fan.
Yes,
too.
he is.
What
He went to
about,
Davidson.
Played there when Steph was there.
What about Larry Johnson? Do you think that could this be towards the end, or do you think he still got some good years left?
Look, without being in the facility every day, I don't know what happened that week between Oregon and Nebraska, right? But we've heard, obviously they re-engineered the defense was the quote that everyone used. And all of a sudden, the defensive line played like everybody expected them to. And as the defensive line coach and Larry Johnson, he deserves credit for that, just like he deserved fault the first half of the season when they weren't getting pressure. So I think there's still more to get out of him there if he wants to keep doing it. I think he still recruits at a high level. Obviously, people use on the recruiting trail his age against him, which is something that always comes up. But you look at the track record recently, he's still bringing in, a guy like Edric Houston last cycle, still bringing in top talent. Obviously, Jack and JT, that was a while back. But, let's not forget Caden Curry and Kenyatta Jackson, who just haven't really had their chance to shine.
They're going to get it.
Yeah. So, and look, the transfer portal, they've been involved with some guys and things like so. I think people still want to play. Kids still want to play for him. But if you're Ryan Day, as we're talking about, not only just how much you are willing to pay these guys. But you've got to evaluate everything. This can't, just because you won a national championship, you can't not have that same type of self-reflection you had the last 4 years. And because next year's going to be different, right? And you need the best coaches out there on the staff to get the job done, especially because you're going to be working with a young group.
Tim Walton, it has been a long time since he's been a coordinator in college football. It was Miami and Memphis in that 07-08 swing, one season apiece. Were the hospitality setups pretty good down there, Pat?
Yes, they closed too early would be my complaint.
What's that? Like midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m.?
Midnight most nights. And then I was under the impression that after the national championship, they would be open until 4, which they were, but there was no alcohol served.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, there was lemonade. I think that was a state law, though.
I swear to you, like hearing you say midnight or 4 a.m., being a 40-year-old man that just wants to be in bed as early as possible.
I didn't even get back to the hotel until after 1 a.m., and I was one of the first writers, at least, back there because I prefer to get out of the press box and work like where I can spread out and stuff like that. So I got back earlier than most, and it was still...
Well, obviously, if it was the night of the game, yeah, it's either open late or no one's getting anything. Right. But like the night before...
Yeah, they had the media party the night before the national championship.
That sounds nice.
Y'all get a party?
At each stop, we get a media party.
Was there like a dinner with that?
Yeah, there's they do. They do a good job.
Is it like fillets and stuff?
The Rose Bowl did just like a bar. They rented out a bar set up, and then they had like grab and go type things, sliders and stuff like that.
Okay.
The Cotton Bowl did a bar crawl. Right by our hotel, which had the weather been a little bit nicer. It
would have been good.
Yeah, it was still good. The bars were cool. Free drinks and all this stuff.
I'd have been knocking them lemonades back.
I know you would. And then the national championship was this place right down from our hotel. It was weird. You walked in and it was like a ballroom at first. And like I looked at one of the other guys, was like, they don't have the NFL game on. The Bills, there's the Bills Ravens game.
This is a problem.
And a waitress walks by me. She's like, oh, it's on in the back. So this had like ladies hanging from those long like things hanging, like doing trapeze stuff.
Acrobatics.
Like, Cirque du Soleil stuff. Like it was way too fancy for me.
I got you now.
And then you walk in the back and it was like 4 TVs, music playing, food set up on one side, a bar and 2 bars on either side of the room. So yeah, they took care of us at each place. And it was nice that they were all a little different.
That sounds great. Well, Pat, have a nice dinner tonight. Thanks for coming by.
Timmy and I were just sitting in the studio.
Yeah, Bodie, he's back in his box there. We're just here in the studio. Nobody's bringing us anything. We just got to fend for ourselves. We got the Fan Cafe upstairs. That's what we go with. 2-year-old chili dogs that have been frozen 17 times and thawed out. Pat Murphy, Bucknuts and 24/7. His lovely fiance Sarah came in the studio as well. Guys, have a nice dinner. We are going to do some tags. There's been like thousands of Buckeye-themed posts on social this week. I saw our guy Reflog with a great one on the NIL front. We'll go over some of those next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Master Grillers Unite. The grilling season never ends at Billiards Plus. Come see their best-in-class grills for yourself and check out Central Ohio's largest selection of pool tables, game furniture, and shuffleboard. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University, Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
It's a new year for Buckeye fans. Why not make your dream game day setup a reality with Bob's Discount Furniture? Score unbeatable values on super comfortable sectionals, perfect for catching instant replays, feature-packed media centers, and halftime snack-ready dining sets. All for hundreds, even thousands less than the competition. So stop in and see how much you can save at Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change will help ease your oil change-anxiety. Picture expert technicians who are quick but not rushed. When you hear the bell, breathe in and out. Now, let go of your oil change-anxiety. Visit Valvoline Instant Oil Change today and find automotive peace. No appointment needed.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Hey, it's Anthony. I know what you didn't receive as a gift, a new pair of feet. But I know how you can feel like you did. Get to the Good Feet store. That's because they're going to help you eliminate your foot pain. And not by just throwing some insoles into your shoes and sending you on your way. They'll make it very personal. They asked me about my daily activities, the type of pain that brought me in. And they properly measured my feet and arch size. You're not done. It's test walk time. Once you're fitted at the Good Feet store, they're going to put those arch supports right into your own shoes. You can immediately feel the difference they make with every step. And then it's the best time. Start enjoying the comfort immediately. You'll walk out wearing your new arch supports hassle-free and begin living the life you love without pain. The Good Feet store has helped many people relieve their pain, me included. No waiting required. Good Feet arch supports are immediately available. Good Feet products are proudly made in the USA. The Good Feet store. They're on Polaris Parkway and on Stringtown Road in Grove City or goodfeet.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Timmy and Tyvis, final segment of a national championship week. What are some of your highlights, at least from tonight's show? What are some of the highlights when people go back, if they are joining us a little bit late in the program?
Watching you switch outfits every other segment.
That's a highlight. Yep. That's for the YouTube crowd only, because it would make no sense. You're not going to appreciate that on the audio podcast. But
from the audio side, it would be you asking me to repeat what my top 5 plays were. And
then we just had to go to break. Because I could tell it was going to take you about a minute and a half to remember those. And we were already late. We were already late for the break. So that is a good thing. At the end of the 6 o'clock hour, we do the Power 5. And boy, was that good on the eardrums, because we had in clip form the 5 biggest plays for me and Tyvis in the championship run. Mine, counting down from 5 to 1. G. Scott's catch to start the Oregon game, tone setter, what they were going to do. First play of the game. Will Howard's 4th and 2 run in the Texas game.
Turf monster.
Yep. Then I had Will Howard's beautiful pass to Emeka Ibuka in the Oregon game for a touchdown. Then I had the Jeremiah Smith Notre Dame catch that clinched it. And then, of course, the play that everyone has. I'm not even going to say it. Not even going to say it.
I will. This is Jack.
Captain Jack. Well, get you by tonight.
Nico Iamale. Cody Simons hit on Nico.
Nico Iamale.
JJ game sealing catch against Notre Dame.
You having that at 4 is preposterous.
What are you?
Preposterous.
How is that preposterous? It wasn't like it was going to make or break the game. Like, it just, they were winning.
What?
They were winning.
It's a one-possession game with plenty
winning.
of time left
But
if they don't do that.
They were winning, though.
They took a shot on 3rd and long.
They were winning, Tim. Did you at
You're out of your mind.
Did you at any moment of that game think that they would lose?
No.
My point exactly.
I was getting,
That's my point
you
exactly.
You also, there's some other questions to ask there. Was I getting nervous? Yes.
You were nervous?
Yes.
See, I didn't
expect that I would get nervous in that game. That's a credit to Notre Dame.
I don't fret, Tim. That's one thing about me.
Well,
I never fret.
Must be great. Must be great.
You got to stay calm in all situations because it keeps you to make a clear decision when you calm.
Well, you know what? I didn't have any control over that. So it's hard to be calm when I've got no control.
That was 4. Number 3 was Travion's 75-yard screen catch and run.
That's a good one.
Number 2 was JJ's touchdown against Oregon, the second one where he just completely destroyed the safety and was wide open. And then number 1 was Captain Jack, as you like to say, scoop and score.
So some of the tweets out there, you were just looking at a good one. There's so many, right?
Oh,
Instagram reels are wonderful. I don't know who that was from, but you guys have probably seen it. It's like a picture of Ryan Day over here on the left side. And then on the right side of the video, it's Adam Sandler from Happy Gilmore saying, good, fine, beat it, get out. I'm sorry, baby. I just get so scared. Scared of being a nobody. Scared of being alone. That's what we think of you after the Michigan game and what we think of you now. That's a good one. I love that one. Good, fine, bye. Who needs you? Get out.
The internet is so funny, man. All right, my hashtag is the big news that I've seen is that Davison Igbinosun, IGB, is returning to OSU for his senior season. Hot off the presses. Just came out like 5 minutes.
We get to work on those hands.
Yeah, he's got to.
And with that announcement, we got a holding on the defense.
Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
That's
automatic.
what he knew he had to come back
First
for that.
down.
I mean, listen, he'll truly be
waiting for that.
He'll truly be the number 1 corner next year. He'll get to go up against some of the top talent in the country, which he did this year. And he knows he's got to clean up the holding calls.
Is Jordan Hancock going to go?
He's gone. He announced.
He already did.
Yeah, he announced.
Okay.
Him and Denzel Burke both announced.
Him and Denzel. Okay, I met something.
The only guy
lost in the sauce.
The only guys that I know
Hancock.
that's coming back that was on the fence is Sonny and IGB.
What do you think about the next wave of the corners? We saw some of the younger guys
Calvin
get
Sampson
in.
Hunk left. He went to Baylor. He was supposed to. So the next up was supposed to be Jermaine and Calvin. But
you got Jermaine Matthews.
Yeah,
what about Aaron Scott and Bryce West?
We didn't see a lot of Bryce West.
I think
he's supposed to be really good.
I think we saw one rep. I can't remember what game it was, but it was definitely West, not Scott.
I think he played Tennessee.
Where it was.
Tennessee.
I think he played a deep ball late in that game, and it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
It was better than any rep I saw.
And then on top of that,
our starters have this year.
You got Devin Sanchez, who Berm said is like
the Jeremiah Smith of corners.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. We didn't get Naeem offered. That sucked. Lost the other stud 5-star corner to Oregon.
But we ended up getting another one too, right?
I don't have it in front of me right now.
I wonder if the next nickel is the freshman. What's that freshman guy we got? He was a freshman.
I just said I don't know.
What's his name? What is his name? It's gonna bother me. I gotta know now because now it's gonna bother me.
God, I hate when you do that. You just stare harder. Ask again. Maybe I'll come up with it.
Name?
McNeil Reflog, right on Twitter.
No, that ain't his name.
You just shut up. This can we just end this? End it. We have 2 minutes to go.
The people want to know. Miles Lockhart. That's his name. Miles Lockhart. I'll be interested to see if he steps into that start nickel role next year.
So McNeil was on one here because obviously the stuff with Carnell Tate, the Jeremiah Smith stuff is going around. Word is Carnell Tate's fine. He's here, right? Hero Canoe gone though. What's the tracker? You already said Hunt. He's gone.
He's gone to Baylor.
Devin Brown gone.
George
to Cal.
Fitzsimmons.
George Fitzpatrick.
Or is it Fitzpatrick?
Ian Fitzsimmons used to work here, host. Yeah, George Fitzpatrick, the reverse Will Howard, as I saw Dave Holmes say it, going from here to K-State.
That was a trade.
So McNeil took the On3 tweet that said Ohio State is working to retain its top talent after winning the national championship, saying that Jeremiah Smith has a $4.5 million offer and Carnell Tate has a $1 million+ offer to go to the transfer portal. And he actually saw that tweet, McNeil did, and tagged Rick Reichert and said, better start dealing. It's great, right? Our friend Rick Reichert. And Rick actually got into the replies. I don't know why I said it like that.
So
the replies,
nothing, right?
And said, pocket change. They better up that offer. So good. And so McNeil said donors lining up to keep Jeremiah and Carnell Tate. We're dealing sunglasses.
You gotta really understand that Columbus, if you come to Columbus and you do some nice things for the Buckeyes, life in Columbus is pretty nice.
All right, we're done. We're done, man. We got a Mad About Hoops pod.
Show's over.
Show's over. Coming up at 8 a.m. tomorrow, the replay. You can download our College Hoops pod anywhere you get the audio. Buckeye replay at 3 tomorrow. Championship celebration, 11:45 a.m. on Sunday. Don't miss it. Bodie, thank you. Tyvis, good stuff. See you guys next week here on The Fan.
Buckeye games have been airing on WBNS since before you were born and before your parents were born and before Abraham Lincoln was born. Trust me. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Hey, Ohio State fan. Are you ready for game day? Get hyped and get your crew going with the Buckeye Meal at BK. For $20, you'll get one juicy flame grilled Whopper sandwich, one original chicken sandwich, 2 mouthwatering cheeseburgers, 3 crispy golden small fries, and 3 refreshing small drinks. Grab your $20 Buckeye Meal today and share the taste of victory. At BK, have it your way. You rule. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. Tax extra. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Giant Eagle is teaming up with Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola to give one lucky Buckeye fan a VIP basketball experience. Go to ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle to enter for a chance to win 4 tickets with parking to the March 4th home finale against Nebraska, a Buckeye prize pack, a $200 Giant Eagle gift card, and a trip to the head coach's radio show. Enter today at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Giant Eagle for a chance to win. Brought to you by Giant Eagle, Cheez-It, Pringles, and Coca-Cola. Go Bucks!
It's Toyota truck and all-wheel drive season with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else. Now through February 3rd, get a great lease deal or $2,000 customer cash on a new 24 or 25 Tundra. Excludes TRD Pro. Or get 4.99 APR financing on remaining new 24 Tacomas and new 25s. With approved credit through TFS. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter models. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Get yourself Toyota ready. Toyota, let's go places.
Ohio State championship quarterback Cardale Jones.
As a child, I had the same hopes and dreams as other children. I just didn't have the same resources to achieve them, but I found the help I needed to be my best. I was a CareSource kid. CareSource is so much more than Medicaid. They help families overcome a lot of their day-to-day struggles, and that made a lasting difference in the lives of kids like me.
CareSource, your Medicaid, your choice. Visit caresource.com/Medicaid.
Congrats, Buckeyes. Cheers for the 2024 national champions. We know there's nothing like celebrating in Columbus. So wherever you choose to celebrate, choose chill. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Warehouse workers in Columbus. Uline is expanding in the Columbus area, and they're looking for exceptional people to get the building up and running. The company's growth creates new opportunities and job stability employees can count on. Warehouse workers earn pay starting from $25 an hour, plus substantial bonuses and great benefits. Sign up for Uline's Talent Network for email updates about warehouse opportunities. Learn more at uline.jobs/Ohio. That's